Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I've not been feeling well since yesterday morning, so I'm a little behind on certain tasks. I've had to reschedule an appointment, and I've had to sleep a lot. I've had to, recover, basically, because I've had a bit of a sore throat. Not terrible, but enough that I'm watching it to see if it's going to be like strep throat or something. Um, so I'm keeping an eye on it, right? So anyway, I did watch bits and pieces of Chantel's live from this morning. I'm so glad that Piggy did a voiceover of it because I think Salah had his thumb or one of his other fingers over the microphone, like the whole fucking time. Oh, yeah, let me turn that off. Hang on a second. I think he was covering the microphone on his phone like most of the time because you can barely hear them during that live stream. And so even Piggy was like making up fake words during certain sections of the video because you can't fucking tell what they're saying. These are supposed to be, she is maybe not Salah, but she is supposed to be a professional vlogger, right? Who's been doing this for almost a decade. Good morning. Hello to you. Um, so this particular live stream, I mean, it could have been great. I know Chantel watches me, so Chantel, it could have been great, but does your husband have a health problem? Is that why his hands were so shaky and why he didn't know to not cover up the mic while he was filming? Is he, does he have a health condition that makes him have tremors? Because it's near impossible to watch, and it could have been a really good live stream. It could have been great, you know? It was a lovely location. You were seeing lots of animals. You were not spending enough time actually talking about these animals, and he clearly can't fucking read. He doesn't want to like read anything about what's going on in these various areas where they have fish and different animals and stuff in the aquarium. He couldn't even do that outside. There was clearly a plaque out there. Hey, Brandon, what's up? Good morning. There was a plaque outside. You guys can watch this if you want. I'm not going to bother covering it directly because it's so shaky that it's worse than what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing, but you're going to stop doing it. I don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna stop doing it. Um, it was worse than the Kalari video of her property where she's shaking back and forth. I already took care of that, Brandon. Um, she's shaking back and forth because she has a severe limp, right? And the shit that was going on with Salah makes it look like he has a health condition too. He can't hold a camera steady. And you have to keep in mind, this is the faster of the pair. So he's setting the pace for the two of them, right? So he should have enough time to hold it steady. You know what I'm saying? He was leaving her in the dust at some points during this video. She reached out to hold his hand and he moved away. Salah. Well, I hope it went well for you, Brandon. Fortunately, I have not been asked to do surgery for my problems yet. Okay, good. So you're in the healing process. That's good, right? I'm so surprised by the two of them trying to act like, hey, I've been a vlogger and a live streamer for like almost 10 years. And I can't get my act together long enough to like get the equipment necessary to hold the camera steady. What's wrong with Salah? He's he doesn't appear to have any health issues, but in that live stream, it looks like he had tremors. So what's he doing on the side? Is all I have to ask. Anyway, I had to reschedule my physical therapy appointment because I woke up with the sore throat again. It's like day 3 in a row. So I have rescheduled, and I'm looking forward to starting it because I want to rebuild, right? I want to rebuild my leg, but I also don't want to go into kind of like a gym setting where I don't know if I have strep throat or something else. I literally just had the booster shot like a week or so ago. I think it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I had the booster and the pneumonia shot. AM or PM, Brandon? Because it's the morning time for me. It's still morning. I can still hear like landscaping crews and shit in the background. I wish Chantal would get her shit in order because her face is getting deformed. You know, it's so fucking plumped up at this point that it's deformed looking. It's hard to even follow her shit anymore. And the reactors community is getting so crazy that I don't really want to follow a lot of them anymore, you know? I'm glad she went to some sort of aquarium or science center, whatever it was. She stepped on a scale. It weighed in at the same amount as her scale at home. Um, I don't know what that means because she's so large, she might be tripping these scales up. She may exceed their, you know, what they can do. So I really don't know what the real result is, but all I can do is like take her online word for it. But Salah, there's something going on with Salah that he can't hold his hand steady. Why is he walking so fast that he can't hold his hand steady? Why wouldn't he hold her hand when she reached out for him? And why did he do the weird cheek pinch at the end of the live stream? Really? That's how you show affection? Is to treat her like a fucking baby? That's crazy to me, you guys. I couldn't even imagine being in a relationship with somebody like that. That's so crazy. Um, but that's what he did. He refused to hold her hand, which is not illegal in Kuwait to hold hands with your wife. Why do people do that? Why do people do that? There's one guy that's been stalking me for several years, and I found out recently he made a video of me um, honing in on my butt and stuff and speeding up the video to make it look like I'm not really limping, that I'm not really handicapped. What a fucking creeper. And he's been doing this since 2021. And he's the guy that gave content to Busy Little Bee and Kalari and MASH to do their hit campaign on me. That guy has been coming after me for years. And the way he sexualized me in that video was so fucking crazy. He zoomed in on my ass, sped up the video, and made it look like I am not handicapped. What a dick. YouTube doesn't do shit about people like that. They expect that you're going to take care of it on your end, and there's nobody on your end who will do anything about it. I have gone to the police. I have gone to the FBI. I've tried to talk to attorneys about it. Nobody will do shit about online stalkers like that. That is so fucking crazy. And I kind of don't even want to report the video because it kind of makes me look good. It kind of makes me look good, you guys. I'm like shaking my ass. Um, I can't do it as fast as he put me doing it. I'm physically not capable of doing what he had me do in that video. But that was amazing. And he keeps sending socks here, so do other channels. Um, what a mess. Oh my God. And these other channels that just got sucked into it and they're like, oh, yes, I believe everything these people I've never heard of before are saying about you. That's so crazy. So crazy. What are you doing down there? She's not even watching her kid. Whatever. I'm not going to pay attention to that right now. Not my problem. If somebody gets hurt in this entryway, not my fucking problem. I've already explained years ago to the HOA that we have some issues with people not staying on the sidewalks, and we have issues with a lot of people speeding through the entryway, including like FedEx and UPS, big ass trucks blowing through the stop sign. And I'm like, it's an unsafe situation. You got to put some speed bumps in or something because somebody's going to get hurt at some point. Hopefully, I'm not here to see it, but I'll hear about it. I'm sure I will. Anywho, so she went to the aquarium. It could have been a good vlog, but she decided to do it as a live stream. And Salah looks like he has tremors. He can't hold the camera steady, and he's probably got like a finger over the mic because you can barely hear them unless they were like whispering the whole time, because you can hear some children in the background. So maybe they're just like completely insensitive to their audience. And um, you can hear, like, that's a place you would take kids, is like an aquarium, right? You can hear kids all excited in the background, but you can barely hear Chantal and Salah in this live stream. So, um, that is so crazy that the last one I just deleted, the that I had to remove from my channel, went by the name Q. So what? Are you QAnon? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay, weirdo. Look, I know that the guy that has been harassing me since 2021 is a QAnoner. Look, creeper, fucking move on with your life. I'm not even in politics anymore. Like, leave me alone, for fuck's sake. Sometimes there are abusive people, but it seems to be particularly men that chase down women like this and harass them in person, online. You may or may not remember that somebody tried to break my door in on July 4th. I'm not entirely convinced that it wasn't him because he made a lot of friendships in my community, and he would have had access to being allowed into the pool on July 4th. And this happened around 11:30. They tend to stay a half hour beyond the actual pool hours, because they don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, well, we're gonna keep hanging out here at the jacuzzi and shit, right? This guy has been harassing me for 3 fucking years. Just stay away from me, buddy. I'm sure there are other targets that you have that are more interesting than me. Anywho, um, it looks like Chantal at least enjoyed herself, but I don't know that she's going to be very happy with the quality of that video when she watches it back. She's got to get a different videographer because Slaw sucks ass at this. He really does, Chantal. Um, he had to have had his finger over the mic. There's been a lot of people coming around and randomly honking for no goddamn reason. I look in the street and there's like no other cars. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you just like honking like that? I don't know what's going on with my neighborhood. It kind of sucks. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna try and um, do some cooking today because I intended to do it yesterday, and I ended up feeling so sick that I spent most of the day sleeping. And I even slept a lot longer last night than I normally do, which is why I had to cancel my appointment this morning because I was just exhausted. But hopefully, I can be back in business today and make my bolognese. That is the goal. That's the goal for today. I hope you guys are all having a great Monday. And I guess the only other thing that I would report on is that Yaba clearly has decided to really open up a safe place for Kalari. And I might, I haven't yet, but I might unsubscribe because um, I'm not really comfortable with anybody who is promoting a scammer, a grifter, somebody who's ripped people off and hasn't returned the money. I'm not comfortable with that. And defends them, deflects for them. I don't care what you got going on with Belinda. Seriously. I don't watch Belinda. So what difference does that make to me? You know what I'm saying? Um, it doesn't make a difference to me. What makes a difference to me is somebody coming up in the channels that I'm watching who has a history of GoFundMe's that are based in dishonesty. That bothers me, and I don't really want to be around that. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm. She was all over the chat this morning, and I was kind of like, "For real, you guys are still doing this?" Because she's probably still a moderator for Sam too. That's your decision. I mean, you can go with that, but I don't think history is going to reflect well on you for that 2 cents. Anywho, that is my quick live for the morning. I know I haven't done a live in a little bit, um, but there you go. That's what I have to say about Girl World and the the way this guy stalked me into Girl World is fucking crazy. He stalked me into Girl World, you guys. It's fucking nuts.